this chair.
Oh, okay.
How did this come about?
Okay.
Right? And so I know you've got some testimony on just how you got here.
Okay.
You know, it's not by accident, right? Okay. Okay.
Everything is
okay.
God.
All right. So you know what to do. So that's where we're going with it.
Okay.
We need to let folks know that you're not here by accident, and they need to continue to keep hearing Marsha Houston, Marsha Houston, Marsha Houston. Okay.
Okay.
Normally we do another section, but because we do Nunu does a special thing on Mondays. It's probably going to be towards like 1 o'clock-ish, where she reads off the names of all of the black folks that have been killed by the police. Okay, so this is our way of, you know, a lot of radio shows don't dare to do this, but we do. Yeah. Because, you know, we bought our peoples. Yeah. And that's just it. So that's who we are, and this is what we do. Okay. We only do it on Mondays because it does get a little bit emotional because unfortunately we have to keep adding names to the list. Yeah. So we do a little tribute there, but this next segment is going to be about you. Okay, we're going to start that journey.
Okay.
So you're going to start off by telling them your name and where you're from. So this is where your folks in Arlington. Yeah. It's gonna be about. You should tell if there's anyone in Arlington that you think should be listening, or you want to make sure that they are listening.
My daughter takes me.
Okay, your daughter. Tell your daughter that you're coming up. It's gonna be in the next 5 to 6 minutes.
She's like, I can't see it. I say, click on the link that I sent you.
What you mean she can't see you? Okay, let me check the feed. Wait a minute, what happened? Why did we you shut down the first video? He shut down the first video to do what?
No, he didn't shut it down. Uncle Red. He didn't have a choice.
Hey,
I thought it was funny too. I'm sitting here looking like, well.
I know you feeling so good because when you got a new laptop, the battery lasts forever.
For real?
And then when it starts getting a couple months on it, you be like, man, my battery won't stay charged.
Oh wow.
So you feeling good
I'm
right
gonna
now.
tell you when I'm gonna feel really amazing when I get my Apple tablet back and I can use both of them and yeah.
No, she didn't.
But I'm still over here on my rich bitch. I'm sorry.
What? Apple.
Sorry, I'm telling y'all right now.
Apple.
Oh God.
Apple.
Holla at your girl.
Holla at your girl.
Facts.
Bad gal, Nunu. Holla at your girl. Apple, if you're listening.
Please holla. Because I'm going to need that whole endorsement situation.
Okay. Did we get you squared away on the social media things that are going on here? Okay. Well, let me, first of all, you said, now you know if we say something on here, people gonna come to your page. Okay. Marsha being good.
No, Marsha.
you gotta.
Marsha said she's not being good.
I'm always
y'all ready?
good.
Y'all ready?
Marsha
I'm
being
ready.
Marsha.
Okay. Well,
You gonna open it on camera, Red?
You open it, man, this time.
Whoop whoop! Bust that thing!
Don't shake
Do
it.
that thing! I just got through line edit.
Yeah,
you
do
get
that.
a whole nother bottle.
Let me get with Marsha here. Marsha being great.
Marsha being Marsha.
Oh.
That's my
But she being great too.
Yeah, that too.
She said all of that.
But my IG is I am who I am 37.
Hey, do your thing,
I
Queen.
am who I am.
We ain't mad at you.
37.
Hold on. No, you didn't.
Marsha, don't
Let
be
me
offended
look
by
it
us.
up.
We are so silly. Whoop whoop! Bust that thing. It's birthday.
Wow.
It's still my birthday.
I'm
It's
glad
still my
it is
birthday.
He trying to show him how. Okay, yeah.
I was waiting
Uncle
for it
Red,
to
you
pour
did that.
out. I was waiting for it to pour out on the computer.
Yo, we popped some bottles on the show. We popped some bottles on the show.
Okay.
Okay, Uncle Red, you did that.
They done put the oranges on
Right?
What
They be so extra.
I am who I am, 37.
Wow.
Right there, the
I
purple.
am.
The purple.
I sent you a fan.
We're friends.
Please. Thank you.
You see how he was acting and we already friends.
Wow. He's so disrespectful. That's just to show you how many followers he has. When he don't even know if you guys are friends. I even know that we friends.
That's right.
That Uncle Red,
You
you too
want some
famous for me.
Oh,
She
no,
doesn't
thank you.
drink.
I don't drink.
Are you a quitter?
No.
You know what? That's peer pressure on another level. He's so disrespectful.
I
And
got
he go, first of all, let me tell you something about this one right here. He's the devil.
Wow.
I'm telling you. He will have you walking out of here on your way to AA.
No, ma'am.
Like, you know what? I don't know how the hell this happened. I was only there for 45 minutes. And now I'm drinking again.
I got Aquafina right here.
You got Aquafina.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
You drink your little aqua.
I can't get what we had off my mind. Where are you now?
That song is
When
true
I need
to a lot of
you
guys.
around. For real. I'm on my knees.
Oh, look at her now.
Okay, doing a grown and sexy thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like. I see you with the thighs out. Like, love, like.
Yeah, I modeled for two different people.
Okay.
Till we separate.
You better accept my friend request.
Oh, I didn't know you sent me one.
You need that should be a part of your bio. All of the projects that you're working on, and so if you do modeling, you should add that to your. It should be a part of your bio.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying that way you can cross
Wow.
promote your brand.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Wow.
You saw my pictures, right?
I saw them. Yeah.
But just imagine the
them.
ones before that. I'm talking about how big I was before that.
That is phenomenal. That you've been able to lose all that weight. Wow.
Now I gotta lose the 25 and I picked up. I'm like,
Yeah, I gained some weight over these past few weeks.
We're going in after this song.
All right, Marsha, here we go.
Okay. I'm new to this, but I got it.
This your first time on here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What you think? How you like it?
Woo!
Well, I did a podcast last night, so I guess they warmed me up for this.
Oh, this is no podcast.
I know.
Nothing against podcasts, but
But it put me in front of the mic
Don't
and
forget, I
everything.
want to talk on Kim Kardashian and her. I know, but I just don't want to jump on your tongue while you're talking.
okay. I'm sorry, I had to turn that air up a little bit up in here, boy. Y'all black.
Is this
folk.
mine? Okay, thank you.
Excuse me.
Purple. Let me go down there.
Yeah, I'm doing whatever song break you're doing right now, man.
Okay.
Huh?
I guess she got it because she hasn't messaged me back yet.
Okay, cool. So what I didn't want to do it for you. So now that we're connected on Facebook and you know who I am on there, you can go to my page and you can share that video if you like.
Okay.
It's up to you. Let you control your timeline.
Well, I gotta see when we become friends because I need the Wi-Fi pins for it because my phone is over here still searching.
Oh.
45 seconds, you guys, we're going live.
Okay. Well.
We can wait.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
No, I'm not done. Hold on. Oh, she said she watching it on YouTube.
Okay, let me see how it's looking.
Okay, I'm done. I'm ready. I was just doing something.
10 seconds.
You look great. You look great. Oh!
We're going live, you guys.
Okay.
Good.
APz Mid-Morning Mimosa, the coldest show on the radio. It's
Cold.
currently 59 minutes past the hour. And we are doing as we typically do. Of course, in studio is myself, AP That Guy, Bad Guy Lulu, your boy Uncle Red, with a special guest, Miss Marsha. How are you, my lady? How's everything going?
I'm blessed and I'm just happy to be here.
She
in
said, I'm
Atlanta.
blessed and highly favored.
No, oh man, not the
Man.
Shandana.
So I know you traveled quite some ways to entertain us here at this show. Where you from?
I'm from Arlington, Texas. Well, I live in Arlington, but I'm actually from Corsicana, Texas.
Corsicana, Texas.
Corsicana.
So you were like born and raised in Corsicana.
I was born in Dallas, but I was raised in Corsicana.
So how do you like? I'm gonna say, how do you like Texas in comparison to Atlanta? Because I hear a lot of people that once upon a time may have lived in Atlanta, and then they go to, let's say specifically Dallas or Houston, and some people like it a little better, some people don't. What do you in comparison? What's your thoughts on Dallas versus Atlanta, or Texas? The parts of Texas you lived in versus Atlanta.
To me, they're both the same. They both have the lights that I enjoy because I love beautiful lights. So
Okay.
The skyline is amazing, and the
Yeah.
traffic in both areas is horrible. So
Right.
hey, they're both
Yeah,
similar
you're used
to
to
me.
that in the
Yeah.
DFW for sure.
Oh, okay. What you got, Red?
I'm looking at Corsicana right on the map, and I'm like, it's out there.
Yes,
It's
country.
not. Yeah. It's
It's worse out there than Kaufman.
Actually, it's a little town outside of Corsicana, Kearns, where my mom's house is.
Wow.
So that's worse than Kaufman.
Wow.
Country.
Country. Cows, pigs,
Wow.
eggs.
So listen, we're going to get right into it because we want the folks to know exactly who Marsha
Yes.
Houston is.
Yes.
Why are you here in Atlanta right now? What was it that prompted you to come to Atlanta?
What prompted me to come to Atlanta was the love that I had for an individual.
Right.
I got a phone call that someone that could help me
Right.
with a special person in my life.
Right.
They're addicted to meth, and they sent me to a rehab in Tennessee. I have never driven out of the state of Texas.
You have never
Wow.
driven
Never.
out of the state of Texas.
No.
Wait. So you drove from what city?
Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas
Right.
to Atlanta.
Yes.
How long of a drive is that? Roughly.
With all the stopping because of the activity that was
Yeah.
going on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say over 15 hours.
Gee, man, that's a long drive.
That's a hop.
So you'd never driven outside the state of Texas.
No.
You're making your way to the state of Tennessee, great state of Tennessee,
Yes.
to get help for someone that you care about.
Yes.
To get them into a rehab facility.
Yes.
Right?
For meth.
For meth. Yes.
Okay.
For methamphetamines.
Yes.
And how would you categorize the experience that you had in Tennessee and then coming to Atlanta at that point?
On the way, it was like a really hard trial because it was dark and raining. The wind was blowing hard.
Right.
So I was actually really, really fearful and scared, but I prayed, and I had other people calling and praying with me.
Right.
But on the way here, no matter what I was going through, I was like, I still got to get there. I still got to get him help. I still,
Right.
I mean, no matter what it is.
Determined.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah, she was determined.
that was one thing that I was so fearful, but because the love that I had, it drove out the fear that I had.
The way you describe it, the way you describe the drive, and or the urgency to get to Tennessee,
Yes.
it seems as if the way you're describing it as if it was a dire
Yes,
situation.
it was.
How can I mean I believe you want to keep this particular person anonymous, is that
Yes,
correct?
I would like to.
Okay, so with that being said, can you describe maybe the condition or the situation this person was in, and why was it? Because we see people on meth every day.
Yes.
Why was this so dire?
Because I would do anything to save this person's life. That's how much.
understand.
No, I understand that, but why? Because people do meth and they smoke weed and crack every day, but it's not a dire situation when you see him do it. Was this person on the verge of passing away or
No,
overdosing, or how bad was their condition?
to me it had gotten worse. But when you ask for help and I seen that you sincerely,
So the person asked for it.
yes, that he really wanted the help. He really
Gotcha.
did.
Right.
But he was with me for a period of time, and when you start going through
Yes.
withdrawals and you
Mhm.
having that pain and stuff,
Right.
you start acting out of character.
Okay.
Right.
And so he wanted the help.
So when the person asks for help, I'm assuming they asked for help while you guys were in Texas,
Yes,
correct?
in Texas.
So did you try your own, let's say, I'm gonna call them remedies, home remedies, or
Oh, I
anything like
did.
that? And walk us through that process of the person saying, "Hey, I need help," and then you trying your own remedies to saying, "You know what? Let me get this person to a facility."
No, I tried my remedies before he asked for help.
What are some remedies that you try for people that are addicted to meth?
I told him that if he would go get help or if he would go to rehab, that I would buy him a car. I would.
You tried to bribe him.
I did. I tried to bribe. I really did.
Did you really mean it? You
I
really
meant it. I meant it.
So all I gotta do is a little meth and you buy me a car.
Wow.
I have a different type of love for you.
Wow.
You know, I think what happens is when, as it pertains to drug addiction and drug use, every minute counts.
Yes,
And
yes.
so the longer you wait to assist someone, whether or not they're seeking help or not, is the worst that it could potentially be for them.
Right.
Right? So time matters. And the sooner that you are able to offer them some help is the better it is for them.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you were at a point where you felt it necessary that you'd had to do something that you'd never done before, which was drive outside of the state of Texas. So that's what made it a unique situation.
Yes.
You get to Tennessee, things materialize the way that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you find yourself in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
What? So now what? You get to Atlanta. Now what do you have to do?
Well, for the moment, I'm promoting my business.
That's
which
right.
is Simply Sweet Health, Wellness Plus Beauty,
Right.
where I teach women and men how to lose weight without pills or any type of surgery.
Right.
And I said, well, on the way back home, I might as well just enjoy the scenery.
Wow.
And I ended up here with you guys.
Wow.
So you did wind up getting the person in question to Tennessee
I did.
into a facility.
I did. I really did. I
Were they did they walk in willingly or was it a fight?
That's what I was going to tell you on the way here, because he was going through withdrawals. He wanted to leave while we were in the car, so I had to deal with a lot of things that were going on with him acting out and stopping things. So once I got him to Tennessee, he decided that he didn't want to stay.
They don't stay still for
Wow.
long.
No, he didn't want to stay.
Yeah.
So listen, because we're speaking about drugs, we're speaking about meth, we're speaking about addiction. Listen, I want you to share, if you don't mind, I want you to share the play-by-play, okay? But we're gonna do that after we come back, all right? Because
Okay.
we got to take a break. Is this your first time dealing with someone that's on meth?
Yes.
So this whole experience of helping them out, helping out someone who was addicted, and going through this entire ordeal was something new to you as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Wow. So yeah, I want you to, once we come back, I want you to kind of walk us through the process.
Okay.
All right. So we can get us, a play-by-play, a sense of everything.
Okay.
And then after we do that, we'll go into your organization and we'll talk about that. You gonna hang out with us, right?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right,
I'm
man.
here. I can't go nowhere.
Uncle Red.
Nice.
You all right? You good? Listen, keep it locked right here.
Okay.
Coldest show on radio.
Coldest. Yeah. We'll have to talk about this later. Not where I wanted to go.
One of our listeners wanted me to let you know, Marsha, that you favor Simone.
I'm glad you
Biles,
said no.
the genius.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Uncle Red, what you got coming up next?
Simone Biles, the genius.
But you already had did the opening
You've heard
thing.
that before?
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you do resemble her. One of our listeners wanted me to let her know that she favors Simone Biles. the
Yeah,
genius.
absolutely.
And she really actually does.
Yeah, you do look like Simone Biles.
I was like,
you know who that
she
is?
does. She's a gymnast. She's
Not just a
she's an American
gymnast.
gymnast.
Yeah,
An amazing American
she's
gymnast.
like
Yeah.
a 3 or 4 time Olympic
medalist.
current
Yeah.
Olympic gold medalist. Like she is. Yeah, you do look like Simone Biles.
Now, what I meant was he was setting me up for something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's why I was like. So I'm sorry. Sometimes we have to use, and I know
Sign
we lie.
language.
Sometimes we have to try to use sign language because, again, the whole thing is, it's not about me right now. Okay, this is about you. So I don't want you. Are you still? You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're not uncomfortable about anything that we're talking about. Okay,
Nah,
great.
just as long as-
Okay, so just so you guys remember, in an effort to keep what you wanted to keep anonymous,
Yeah.
we are still live.
Yeah, we're
That's
live.
Just so you
Yeah,
know.
so we're
That's
not.
fine.
We're still not going to say.
So
who it is.
quick, because I want to make sure that your time here is productive. So with that being said, I'm not 100% sure as to what your company does yet, and we're going to get into that. So with that being said, I want to make sure before we go any further with the story that I want to make sure that the story of the person that was addicted to meth and you assisted them, it ties into what you do. Okay, yes. Long as it ties in.
Well, it ties in because, when I was at 400 pounds, it was hard for me to do that. And I was determined to do that also. But because I love myself.
But that's not a part of your business? Helping
part?
people that are addicted? Is that a
No,
part?
but I mean, I have a passion. My business is to help people regardless, to build them up.
Okay, so.
So like life.
Health
I understand
and
that.
wellness.
Yeah, health and wellness.
Okay, so with that being said, because I don't want to bring up anything that you're uncomfortable with, because I want to, like I said, I want to do, kind of go step by step, because I think it's interesting, and the people will find it interesting.
That's
also.
fine. I mean,
I agree.
Do you mind speaking about it
no, I don't
and
mind.
going into detail?
No, I don't mind.
Okay,
I don't mind.
and then of course we're going to eventually, after we get a play-by-play, we're going to switch gears.
Okay.
And we're going to go into Simply Sweet, and we're going to speak about that as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Are you comfortable with
Yeah,
that?
I'm fine. I just don't. I mean, like, I know the people from where I'm from because it was either I get him help or the other thing was I would not be sitting here.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You,
yeah.
do you have the link to the radio station and the calling number and all that? You can send out to your people.
Oh, my daughter, she's watching on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Venetia.
Venetia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, like the hotel out in Vegas.
Yes.
Venetia. What up, Venetia? We see you. Well, we don't really see you, but we kind of see you a little
What's
bit.
up, Eddie? Yeah, Eddie chimed in as soon as he heard that champagne bottle pop.
Look, he wasn't even online. It popped.
Right.
He woke up out of sleep like.
For real.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well,
What?
well, good Lord.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So I'm sure because Corsicana. Let me tell you. Good Lord.
I love my town. Matter of fact, I was the first female football player there that played there. Yeah.
What?
You go to my Instagram. You see my
A
picture.
female football player in Texas?
Yeah, I mean at the high school. Yeah, I mean yeah.
Okay, you did okay.
Well, you did say you were 400 pounds.
No, at that time I was only 155, sir.
What position did you play?
I played center, but the guys wouldn't behave, so they moved me to nose guard.
You said the guys
You were a nose
not
guard?
behave.
Listen, I played football.
Yes,
You understand the position of a nose guard?
I understand to protect. Yes,
Like
okay.
you're
Yes,
in back of you're in front of the quarterback.
I know that. And
Like they trying to chop your
look,
head off.
And I had guys who was like, I'm not gonna be rough with her. And then I had the ones say, oh, you want to play football? You want to be a dude? So they was really rough.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna treat you
Matter
like a
of fact,
jigger.
my last game, I hurt my neck a little. Yeah, but it's on my Instagram and my
Okay, well then
Facebook.
that's obviously something you want to mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't driving nowhere today. I'm gonna bring
So
your lunch back.
when we
I'm gonna have to drive your lunch back to the office.
when we get to that point where we kind of start to really go into your organization, use that, put that in there. Make sure that you let them know that you, because that'll let them know what your passion is.
Yes.
Is that you're not gonna let anything stand in your way, right?
I can become the president of the United States if I want to. I just don't want the stress.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saying when they would get down, I played quarterback in high school.
Yeah.
So you saying when they would do
And
stuff
instead of them having their hand the right way.
instead of them having their hand the right way?
They was playing, and so they moved me to nose guard.
Okay.
Wow.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I don't know why. I need the Wi-Fi password on my phone. I'm trying to
Okay.
check out a picture.
Yes.
Right here.
But
Oh. Okay, here you go.
okay.
And it's the actual @ symbol.
Okay. And which one is it? The ink. Which?
Use $5.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Now I can show you.
Thank you, sir. You all right?
My bad, Red. I done marked up the paper, but
Oh, man.
my bad, my guy.
Oh, goodness, that's too funny. You done
we
marked
did-
up the little paper.
Yeah, we didn't use it for all time.
Yeah.
This is me and my mom. Oh, she said she. Oh, she. Oh, she said she driving. That's me and my
Is
mom.
that okay? Hey,
No.
take time to
Wow, look.
leave you alone.
Look at her as a football player.
Oh,
Well,
wow, that is so cute.
That's my mom. My mom.
Tonight.
Sis,
That's
she's supporting the home team all day.
Yes.
That's cute. I like that.
Wow.
AP.
When I ground
Shy,
and now thought
AP.
Good
That's
luck with
my.
that.
you like it
On my
and you're
logo, that's my
wrong.
mom behind
Baby,
me, because
I
no matter what I want to do,
love
she had.
That's her
I'm
as a
so glad
football
we showed
player.
him this and not
You-
to be quiet.
Who that?
Baby.
Me.
That's her
Which one?
as a
That's my
football
mom.
player.
That's me. I'm the football player.
Oh, on the left. That's you. And you had a Jerry curl.
Wow. And you
Not
had
the
Jerry
Jerry
curl.
curl. He is hating.
You down there near Tyler and all that. They had Jerry
Did
curl.
she say I'm hating on Jerry curl?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jerry curl
you're
down there.
hating
Ain't nobody
on
hating.
my- Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now. I'm saying Palestine, Texas. Woo! Waco.
Yeah.
I remember one time I woke up in Waco.
Oh wow.
I was supposed to be in Richardson, Texas, at the
That's when you
hotel,
woke up in the cornfield.
and I woke up down in Waco. Yep.
in the corn.
End up in Waco.
Baby, Uncle Red done woke up in the cornfield.
Drunk.
Drunk as all, don't even know how he
Oh,
got
that's why you
there.
don't drink no more.
That's right.
That's why he
That's how
don't
I
drink
would
no
get.
more, Marsha.
Could you I'm working up in Allen,
For
Richardson,
Allen.
Plano,
Yep, you ain't drinking nothing else.
McKinney.
He can't drink nothing else. He can't drink nothing
I ended
else.
up down there, Route
It's a wrap.
35 somewhere, and I couldn't.
Where was you on your way to though?
And it was morning time.
Where was you on your way to?
Like when I woke up, I woke up in the middle. It was like it
Red.
was literally a cornfield.
Right, excuse me, guys. Okay, so when we go back in, are you closing out?
No, not really.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just trying to
No, I wanted to before we. I wanted to get Marsha in one more time before we do what we got to do on this.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So let her complete the. We got to start to complete the circle on Marsha, okay?
Yeah.
So let's let her complete this circle about the drug addiction, so that we can move on from that, because that's what brought you here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But that's not
I just want
why
to make sure.
you're here.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Good to go.
We're gonna get to the why.
Okay.
So she's gonna complete. Marsha's gonna help us complete this circle here, so that her folk will know that she just didn't end up in Atlanta and got flued out for the weekend.
Now my sister's watching. Oh no,
Now your
but I'm
sister-
glad. Yeah, my sisters are watching.
So your sister knows
They on Facebook?
that
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
They said they can only get on YouTube.
Wow, what's wrong with Facebook?
I don't know.
oh wow.
Ain't nothing wrong with Facebook.
You know it sounds like you're saying Fable, right? But I'm okay. I'm
Ain't
okay
nothing
with
wrong
that.
with Facebook.
Okay, well yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
If that
But no, I was an engineer for 20 years in IT, and so I used to do a lot of work down there with Lucent and Fujitsu, and and I would go hang out in South Dallas.
Oh.
That's how they do it.
Okay.
South Oak Cliff.
Yeah. What is it?
I won't be there.
Love Street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I would go hang out down there occasionally, right? Now I got to get back out to Richardson though.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way.
Nate, I'm in a bind, Nate.
I was so drunk.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
I'm thinking I'm like, man, where's Frisco? Where's McKinney? Where's all this
He was
at?
going south.
I was going south. I woke up in a cornfield in
Bro,
Waco.
that's the classic story
And
right
you
there.
know, it
Nigga,
took
we
me
got the
hours
cars
to
there.
get back to Dallas.
Was your phone dead?
Phone dead.
He
I'm
was
stopping.
butt naked.
I'm stopping at every.
Phone dead,
I'm
butt
stopping
naked.
at every. At one time, dude was like, "Man, do you know you had just been here 20 minutes ago?"
Oh wow.
And I'm asking for directions. Like, man, how I get back to
You
Dallas?
should have bought a map. Back then, they didn't have GPS. You
You
should
was
have
asking me
map.
how you get
We
back to
didn't have
Dallas?
GPS was not in motion back in them days.
Oh, you should have got a map.
What were they telling you, Uncle Red, when you was asking
They
for
was telling me
directions
the
back
right way to
Dallas?
go, but you know how you be. You know how you be.
Yeah, you know how you be drunk and naked.
You know how you be
Drunk and
real,
naked.
because you know the clubs in Texas, you bring your own alcohol,
Yeah.
you bring your own setup.
Yeah.
So we bring in bottles up in there. We bring in big old bottles. We bring in bottles up in there like this.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real deal.
and I got so full. But that was just one of many instances in many cities.
I'm gonna
And
have to
then,
get
you
another
know,
one of
God
these.
got tired of it.
Amen.
'Cause
Amen.
it keeps
I'm
slipping
waiting
out,
for that moment for
but
him.
it's
feel me?
That moment
amazing.
for
Like
him.
it's one of the best.
God got
tools
tired of it and
that
said,
they
you know
ever
what?
came up
I've
with.
been trying to tell you. I've given you so many signs, so many clear signs and signals.
And when you end up in that
And
cornfield,
your hard head
That's
behind.
Down the lonely highway.
That's what happens when you manage. That's
That's
what my
right.
grandma used to say.
Right.
My grandma said, don't be
when you
managed.
finish,
So when you manage, which is another word for foolish male pride and
Yeah.
ignorance,
Manage.
right?
Ooh.
Foolish male pride and ignorance.
Ooh,
You
I'm
don't,
losing.
Somebody help me!
you don't even pay attention to what you do and what's going on around you.
yeah.
it becomes one apology after the other, right?
Yes.
And then once the apologies have run out,
Quick question. I was trying to
right?
see
Love starts to run out too.
Yes. Woo! Did you learn that? Yes, you learned that.
Now, those people who tune in, they know that I will stand. I'm standing behind this pulpit. See, this is the pulpit I'm supposed to stand behind.
Amen.
Okay, not the other pulpit.
It's just not gonna let your
Okay.
finger touch the
So I'm behind this
And
pulpit.
Instagram.
No, you don't understand.
And what I will tell you is
wait a minute,
this,
no, because I did
and
a
I've
whole
said this story
fingerprint thing,
before,
so I would
just
only
briefly.
respond to my finger. No, you can't do
It
it.
took
Yeah, you can't do it.
It took
Play with your
my
face.
son,
No, don't
who
worry
was
about all
No,
about
I'm just trying to
2
make
or
sure.
3 years old at the time.
Stop being in my business. Just use the.
I'm
That's
out
right.
here in
Use
Atlanta.
that. Because it's not your laptop. Your
Stone
laptop is over there attached to that
Just
camera.
rip roaring drunk,
Oh wow.
trying to
I'm
navigate
going
home.
into the settings to see if I'm telling
Again.
the truth.
No.
I'll park up in the
No,
bushes
really, I didn't do no
at my house.
fingerprint.
Oh,
Like I'm up in the
wow.
bushes. Like the car is like
Oh no.
like I done run over the bushes. Okay, and I managed to stagger on in the house. Right
Yeah.
now, it's early Sunday morning. My family and my mother and father-in-law were living with us at the time. They all are getting dressed for church around me. I'm laying in the middle of the living room floor. I kid you not.
Wow.
And they are getting dressed and getting ready and stepping on me like, excuse me. Okay, like it was a, like a regular occurrence, and there's a sadness in it, right? That it's something that seems like a regular occurrence, like, oh, that's not abnormal.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So I'm laying in the floor in a pool of my own vomit, right?
Yes.
And my son
Not the vomit.
pats me on my head. Now he's in a diaper. He ain't got no shirt on. He's, baby getting ready for church. All they do is throw a little baby powder on you, and you good to go for church. He pat me on my head and said, "Daddy, are you okay?"
Oh wow.
And boy, you want to talk about, when people say those bright lights and whatever when you're near death.
Yeah.
No. I saw those lights and I was nowhere near death.
Amen.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I saw him and I literally could say, man, it's a halo around my son's head right now. He pat me on my head.
We going in, you guys.
I got up. Make long story short, I went to church.
The same day.
Before they started doing they do announcements at the beginning. When I walked into church, before they did announcements, I walked straight down to the altar, and the pastor said, "I know why you here."
Yeah.
I joined that church that day,
Praise God.
and I ain't had a sip of alcohol since.
Thank you, Lord.
That was 12 years ago.
Thank you, Lord.
You hear me? So yeah, that's my testimony right there.
We going in.
All right, let's go.
APz Mid-Morning Mimosa.
The
code is
Go.
on the radio. It's currently 27 minutes after the top of the hour. Of course, it's myself, AP, that got back on the your boy Uncle Red. And of course, we have a very special guest in the building. I'm talking about none other than Miss Marsha Houston, all the way in from Arlington, Texas, and her business, Simply Sweets, Health and Wellness, right? All right, cool. Yeah. I got
She
it
here
right.
trying to get your girl right with
Wow.
Simply Sweet. Because Bad Y'all Nunu got to get it together.
Wow, bad girl
Saying.
Nunu done grabbed the mic out the stand.
You know when I take the mic out the stand, it's about to be so
Oh,
serious.
Lord.
She ain't got that much time or staff on her.
Oh, boy.
So
disrespectful.
Marsha, you were speaking about, the health and wellness part of your organization, and as it pertains to health and wellness, you were dealing with a very close individual who was addicted to meth out in Arlington, Texas, and there was a cry for help from this particular individual, and you agreed to help him. Now, in the process, this was your very first time dealing with methamphetamine, correct?
Yes.
And not only dealing with methamphetamine, but dealing with someone who was addicted to methamphetamine, correct?
Yes.
But not only dealing with methamphetamine, but dealing with methamphetamine and someone who wanted help. So all of this is very brand new to you.
Yes, all of it.
So when the particular individual that we're going to keep anonymous, when they were screaming out for help,
Mhm.
Because this is your first time, walk us through that process step by step.
Well, this individual, when he was screaming for help, basically, he was telling me that he didn't like the things that he was doing.
Can you speak about some of those things?
And
you don't have to be detailed, but just what was he doing?
He didn't like the way he felt sometimes. He didn't like the way he felt, and he didn't like how he would have anger issues because some families have like diseases that are genetically in their family.
Right.
And because of drug use, that enhances those diseases.
Okay.
Schizophrenia.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Right.
Okay.
And so because that runs in the family.
Right.
Okay.
The drug use enhanced it, and it makes you paranoid and want to react towards other people.
Because drugs give you a chemical imbalance, period.
And he didn't like the way that he would be angry towards other people.
Right.
So was this particular person, when we speak about anger, were they just verbally angry or were they physically angry? Like being physical with people?
He felt like he had to protect himself. He thought that people were out to get him due to situation. So he felt like he always had to protect himself, whether physically or verbally. He felt like he had to protect himself.
Got you.
Okay.
So when he put out the cry for help, how did that cry for help come? Like, what form did it come in?
An incident happened.
Okay.
Where a person put their hands on him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I feel like I understand that a person who's addicted to any type of drug doesn't give you a reason to put your hands on the individual.
Absolutely,
right.
I agree.
Especially someone that's really close to me.
What was he high at the time? Do you know?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Please continue.
And so at that moment, and then that person went missing, and I'm trying to find that person, which
the person that hit.
No,
the person that was high, he went missing.
Yes, after the other person who wasn't hit him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Arlington and he's in Corsicana.
Right.
Okay.
So when I found him, he was like, "Will you come get me?" Which that's a normal basis.
How much time had passed since you found him?
Like 2 days.
Okay, so he's missing.
But it's normal. But that's not that's really quick versus any other time. It's like a week or so.
But emotionally, that's you wrecking your brain.
Yes.
Stressed out, worried, concerned, trying to figure out where this individual is.
Especially so close.
Especially if someone that you really care about.
Yes, that's really, really close.
Yeah, I got you. So 2 days had went by, and I don't want to sound insensitive, but I speak for the people as well as I'm middle.
Yes.
I'm standing in the middle. So, don't take what I'm saying personally, okay? If you can help. But for someone that's addicted to drugs, it's not uncommon for a drug addict to get missing.
No, it's not. But the thing is, it was a little different when someone's putting their hands on that individual.
Right.
That has never happened.
So it was almost like someone physically hit this person and they kind of went missing.
Yes, and that to me lets me know that it's getting
worse.
That somebody has to put their hands on my child, and that lets me know other people who don't understand would just do that.
Okay.
I mean, it goes deeper than that, really deeper than that. Like
okay.
I mean, basically, it's not that. I'm not saying that. I mean, this is an example. I'm not saying this is a situation that happened. But a drug dealer put their hand on a person who's addicted to drugs.
Yes.
And people like that come up missing all the time.
Right. So you recognize that this was a dire situation.
Yes,
correct.
Okay, because what we want to really get to is that's what brought you here.
Yes.
Okay, I know the drug addiction is not with you.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And so you've dealt with that.
Yes.
Right, and so you transported this individual to Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay.
Was that an easy process?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. But before we even came to Tennessee, I took him to a county hospital in Arlington to get help, and he complied.
Okay.
He wanted it. He took the medication. He started taking the
Okay.
medication and everything. And he didn't like that the way the medicine made him feel because he was out the majority of the time. And then I met this individual who had a friend who owned a rehab in Tennessee.
Gotcha.
And got the person on the phone that day and was
Wow.
like, hey, I have a friend, you know, a family member needs help. And the guy was like, yes, can you leave today? I said, well, I can't leave today, but I can leave first thing in the morning. I just need to let my job know. But at that time, I didn't care if I lost my job, and to this day I still don't.
Understood.
Because my thing was I'll do anything to try to save this person.
Understood.
So on the way to Tennessee, I had to, like, he would jump in the back seat or, you know, start throwing stuff, take his seatbelt off, and I'm not knowing if he's
like withdrawal type symptoms,
yes,
just
I'm
like
not
acting out.
Yes, and it's storming. It's raining and it's dark, and I don't know if he's gonna hit the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not used to be 50 million big trucks passing me.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like really, really dark and stuff. And so the whole way I prayed, you know, that, and I believe that God, like when you're sometimes in love, you overcome things, and I felt like that was one of the things because I never wanted to leave. I mean, I just flew out of Texas for the first time last year.
Oh wow!
But to drive, that was
so for everyone that's just tuning in and just joining us, we're sitting here with Miss Marsha Houston of Simply Sweet Wellness, and she's speaking about her truth and her situation where she was assisting someone that's very close to her that was, you know, addicted to meth that she assisted. Listen, the phone lines are wide open. Give us a call, 765-450-9119.
So Marsha, because your company is called Simply Sweet, it's health, wellness, and beauty.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
yes, ma'am.
Right. So one of the things that women in general, I believe, struggle with from time to time is the balance between home and work, right?
Yes.
And in trying to balance that and, you know, taking care of ourselves, there are different things that we struggle with from time to time. So when we're taking care of our families and our spouses and our significant others, there's a lot of emotional, you put your emotions in that, right? And then you're trying to take care of yourself at the same time.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
so you're kind of dealing with, you know, things that are going on at the office, things that are going on at home with the kids and with your spouse and your significant other.
Yes, ma'am.
So then the struggle with me is when it becomes time for me to do that workout, all the energy that I've put into everything else, I don't have a lot of energy left to contribute to that workout.
Right.
But I need to work out. I need to work on my body, but I'm so emotionally and sometimes even physically drained that it's like, okay, I want to do it. Like my mind is already outside, but my body's in the bed or in the couch, you know, with the tablet on my lap, trying to do work, trying to handle business. What is the single most thing that you would say that a woman that has a busy schedule, you know, like mine, that's juggling work and home and all this stuff that we juggle as women, what's the single most thing that we can do, be it a mental thing or even a physical thing? What can we do to kind of get our mind right, to reinforce, okay, this workout is necessary for you. It's what you need to do. You're not just needing to get your body right, but it just balances you all across the board.
Like the motivational factors.
Yeah, what would you suggest that a woman does when she just doesn't have any, I just can't do it? What do you do at that point?
No, let me tell you. When I went from 400 to 186 pounds, it wasn't a hardcore workout.
Okay.
It was first I prayed and I asked God what I needed to do, and I walked an hour a day to get down to 186 pounds. When I got to 186 pounds, that's when I started running. But during that time when I was busy, like you, because I was working 2 jobs, I would intermittent fast. Have you ever heard of intermittent fasting?
I have.
Yes, I would intermittent fast. I would pick.
I've tried it. I've tried it before, but see, Bad Girl Lulu is greedy. I love food. So because I love to eat, it's hard for me to fast intermittently. What I really want to focus is just making sure that I get that workout in every day, or at least 5 times a day, according to what my BMI is and what what I need to be doing to continue to lose weight. Because I've shed probably about maybe 45 pounds in the last 12 months.
Praise God.
Yeah, I have. But because I'm so much busier now, running my business, I don't have a lot of time to work out. And then after I'm done at the end of the day, it becomes, okay, do you want to leave the house again to go and get that workout in?
I'm not a doctor. I'm just gonna give you what God gave me.
Yeah.
Because that's how I left 400 pounds.
Okay.
What I did was, like, when you say you're busy, sometimes you don't have time to meal prep. So when I go to Kroger's, I get salad. I'm gonna tell you, greens are the most important thing. I would make spinach and cut some eggs up, and if I had time, if I didn't, I would run to Kroger's and get a salad that's already prepped.
What about the greens on your sub? Would that work too or no?
Yes, greens boost your metabolism a lot. But
okay.
Yeah, so the more greens you eat,
I didn't know that, so thank you for that.
And ginger gives you energy.
Oh, okay.
And it suppresses your appetite.
I'm gonna have to get some ginger brew. I need
Make it out
ginger.
of tea. Yeah, make it out of tea.
And I love tea, so that'll definitely work for me.
Yes,
I don't know. You're talking about consulting with me. I may have to consult with you, sis.
Well, I also got my flat tummy tea coming out and my detox tea.
Now, I heard that those work really well.
Yeah, I have some coming. Yeah. That's part of.
Did you join an organization, or this is like your own particular product?
It's my own particular product.
I
I researched it and I prayed about it and I went with it. And the people were really sweet and nice. So, good customer service is a win for me. Yeah. I don't care about your product and how excellent it works. Over here, if it's like the same or whatever, the customer service and the passion for people, I'm going to go with you.
Absolutely.
So we'll make sure we'll make sure your tea
is all natural.
But we'll make sure your tea different from someone else that's selling flat tummy tea.
Well, when sometimes there's tea out there that just tastes horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, there is tea that tastes bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mine, it doesn't taste bad at all, and you can add honey and lemon to it, and it pulls water off of you really well. So, because most of the time my body is water. It's not even the fat. It's not even weight. It's really water. So once you lose the water, which you will see immediately with inches, then you'll see the results in the number and weight.
Okay.
Well, while you were going through your body transformation, or excuse me, when you were at the beginning processes of your body transformation, before you started, what was the turning point for you? What made you say, you know what, I'm 400 something pounds, I have to change? What was that aha moment?
I really didn't even realize it. I didn't realize because I wore a lot of stretch clothes. So I didn't even realize that I had got that big.
Oh, wow.
I was just buying tights and, and then when they bust, I'm like, okay, well, I just need to get some new ones. I didn't know that I was going from 155 to that.
In your mind, you're thinking the clothes is getting too small instead of you getting too big.
No, actually, I was just thinking I'm busting out of them because I'm wearing them too much. Not that I'm steady having to buy new spandex or whatever, because I wore a lot of them then.
Yeah.
So as I'm growing, my spandex is growing with me. So one day I was in the mirror and it was a picture of me on the mirror. I had took a picture probably around Christmas time.
Yes.
And the picture was on the mirror and I was cleaning up and I had the picture up there, and when I hit the mirror, the picture fell. And when I looked at the picture, matter of fact, the picture I showed you guys.